Oh my God, I have to just look at all these people. Gosh, all I have to say is for team self-made coaches, like, look at how lucky we are right now. We have a full freaking house. Hold on, I have to do a video of this. All right, here we go. First webinar ever. Let's do this. Okay. All right, we're recording and I'm gonna start. So I just first of all want to thank you all for coming, for taking the time, an hour of your time to join us, join our team, join what makes us tick and that we're so passionate about. And now Mike's recording. Hi.
In the actual chair.
Oh my God. So anyway, so basically we used to run like sneak peeks and then we do videos whenever we wanted to talk about the coaching opportunity in our business. But we noticed lately that there is a need, and I'm just gonna mute some of you guys here. Okay. If you are not muted, do you mind if you mute yourself? All right. So lately, since quarantine and COVID, we've noticed that there's a need to do a webinar, especially targeting women who wanted more of a physical change, mental change, and a financial change. So that's why we decided to do this webinar. So we are just super excited to share this with you. Please take notes. And like I said, use the chat box if you have any questions, because we don't hold anything back. Like, we are completely open books when it comes to this business. We are honest. We will tell you the truth. We wear our hearts on our sleeves because we are that like hella passionate about what we do. So let's begin. I'm going to share my screen with you. Do not judge my desktop. It's a hot mess. It's awful, but that's how, everything's at. All right, I need people to be, all right, there we go. Let's get this party started. Present. All right, give me a chat, or in the chat box, tell me if you can see this. You can test the chat box out. We've got 35 people on this effort right now. Awesome. Okay. All right, let's get it started. All right, so we are an 8-star 2020 elite team. Team Self-Made is ranked 87 in the network out of 400,000 others, okay? And we are not even close to slowing down. All right, I gotta mute some of you guys. This is driving me nuts. Okay. Sorry, I don't know if it's because I have my screen or what, but I am like, so just make sure you guys are muted. All right. Okay, I'm gonna have to, all right, are we all muted now? Okay, yay. All right. So like I said, we are growing. We are not slowing down, and we are going to climb to the top, and we are looking to lock arms with those that want to climb to the top with us in this team. But we are looking for somebody specific to join us. So we want to know, are you a woman who wants to be home with your babies more than anything, but also wants a career, passion, and income of your own outside of diapers and ABCs? Are you a woman who's burnt out at your job and seeking more fulfillment and freedom? Are you a woman who loves your job but also likes the idea of building a side hustle and getting paid to get in shape and build a brand of your own? Are you a woman who wants to lose weight, tone up, or both to feel comfortable in your clothes again, but also wants to get to eat the occasional French fry, cookie, pizza, that's me, all of them, I don't have enough arms, or have wine after the kids go to bed? Or are you a woman who loves health and fitness and wellness and is totally geeking out over the opportunity to get paid for your passion of helping others? So I guess I should have numbered these, but I guess in the chat box, I want to know which women are you. For me, I'm a little bit of all of them. If you are one or two that apply to these, then guess what? You would fit right on this team. You would be amazing at what we do as coaches. We have both. If you love eating, if you love wine, I do that because guess what? It pays, this business pays me. I need that level of accountability. I need someone to tell me to get up and work out. I need someone to tell me to, maybe reel in my nutrition here and there. It reminds me that I have a health and fitness business and I can't be literally scrolling social media with my hand in a bag of popcorn and a glass of wine in my hand every night. That is why I need this business. It's about balance. But then we also have coaches that love to work out, love nutrition, and they get paid to do what they like. So if you are one of these women and you agree with all this, then this opportunity is for you. So tonight, this is what to expect, ladies. You're gonna hear from 5 leaders on Team Self-Made. We are all so different. You're gonna be like, oh my gosh, when you hear our stories and hear our whys, because of the fact that we come from different walks of life. But we are here on this call to share what makes us happy and share this business and passion with you. What do we do as coaches? And how do we make it work for us in our everyday lives? We are all busy. Do you know anyone that's not busy? I sure don't. So we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about how you can attract like-minded people to this business, coach perks, and how we earn. So sit back, relax, grab your cocktail. I got my bubbly here, which by the way, cherry is the best. And listen to our stories. So, hello everybody. I didn't even introduce myself. My name is Maggie Ulrich. I am the founder of this team, Team Self-Made. We are an 8-star diamond 2020 and 2021 elite team. I am a wife. I'm a mom of 2 kids. As you can see, that's Madeline and that's Jack. I used to be a teacher. I taught for 10 years before I decided to become a stay-at-home mom. I am also an anxiety warrior, and I established my coaching business in January 2016. So I have built a successful business online that has changed my entire life, my family's life, and my future. And I've helped countless women do the same. And you will also have your own success story. But it took me a really long time to find my way. A long time, okay? I'm 42 years old, so imagine how long that took. 10 years as a teacher. Freaking loved it until I didn't. Stay-at-home mom, loved it until I didn't. And then I was like, well, shit, what the hell am I on this earth? What am I supposed to be doing with my life? And my life really flashed before my eyes when I had a mental breakdown, postpartum depression, all of it. Like when you think of postpartum depression, that's what I experienced. Just had to go on medicine, almost admitted myself into the mental hospital. I needed all the therapy, and my anxiety meds were a necessity. I had to go on them to function. And my husband would go to work every day and he would not know what he was coming home to every day. He didn't know what to expect. He was worried about me, and I needed medical attention. So yes, I am on meds. I still am. I'm a pill pusher. Like I used to be a pill shamer. I'd be like, oh my gosh, she needs meds. No, shame on me. So I was great. I went on the medicine and I was awesome. Got my life back, got my kids back. I felt back to me, except I started to gain all this weight from the medicine. I had no problem losing the weight after my kids, but it's like I took this medicine and I had this sense of, woohoo, I can do whatever I want because I feel great. I'm going to eat the brownies. I'm not going to work out. I'm going to drink the wine because I am me and I feel good and I don't ever want to go back to that life. So I was like literally having an internal party until I really couldn't fit my jeans anymore. So needless to say, I was introduced to Beachbody, scrolling social media like all of you do. I did my first challenge. I did the 21-day fix. I lost the weight like this. I couldn't believe the shape that my body got into. I didn't think it was possible. I really thought that my gym rat body was what was it. I thought it was it for me. You guys can just mute yourself. That would be great. So got in the best shape of my life. I had such a mental clarity about my life. And
what if your clothes could stay fresh for weeks?
Hold on. Sorry, you guys can mute each other. Okay. I just felt back to me. I felt great. And I just wanted so many other women and moms to hear about this. So that's what I set out to do. My coach introduced the coaching business to me. I said no to her about a year until I had that aha moment, because I, again, like I said, was a teacher, didn't like it, was a stay-at-home mom, didn't like it, and I thought maybe this is my purpose. And again, I was that stay-at-home mom too, who gave up her career, but is now was looking for a passion or an income on my own, so I can go to Target and not feel guilty about swiping my card, not feel bad about clipping coupons because we were living paycheck to paycheck. So that is basically my story in a nutshell. I know we're trying to keep it under 5 minutes, each person's story, so I apologize if I went over the time limit, but I like to call myself anxious to ambitious, and that is my story, and I'm going to pass it off to Erin.
Hi.
Hi.
Everybody. I'm so nervous, even though I do this thing. I just got 2 alerts and I'm so nervous because so many people on here, and I'm so excited you're all here. I see some of the women I invited and I am pumped, and I think that's why I'm so nervous. Okay, anyways, welcome to this. I'm just going to make this short and sweet. Everyone that knows me knows I could talk about this for days, and so I'm going to keep it 5 minutes. Okay, so my name is Erin. I am a high school health and PE teacher. I've been teaching this my 7th year. Basically, I have a husband and we have plants and no babies yet. So I'm on a little different page than a lot of the women on our team. And I look up to them so much. We just got back from our diamond retreat and they are all up and ready to go at 7 o'clock. And I'm like still sleeping. I'm like, oh my God, I can't do this mom thing yet. Like maybe I'm not ready. But I admire every single one of them. They're absolutely amazing. And I got a whole bunch of tips from all of them about what to do when I have my own kids one day. But they are amazing. Just the women on this team are women I didn't even know I needed in my life. And every single one of them, like Maggie said, we're all so different. And we're like this. And we're just brought into each other's lives for a reason. I am, where should I start? Okay. Basically, I grew up an athlete. I grew up pretty healthy. You know, my mom always was, teaching us how to be healthy at a very young age. I left college and then things just kind of went south for me. I started eating a little more than I would have liked. I stopped working out regularly and I was just okay with that. Like it is what it is. I describe myself as like a skinny fat, right? People always thought I was fit because I'm like almost 6 feet tall. So in reality, I wasn't. And I wasn't really taking great care of myself. I knew I could be doing better. I was groggy all the time and like just sleepy. And I had, those zits that are like the big ones. Like those aren't going away in a day or two, like the terrible ones. I had tons of that. And I was just tired all the time. And I needed something, but I never stuck to anything. I would do the free workouts on Pinterest. I would work out with my friends after school in the fitness room. I'm not paying for anything. I know how to do it. I know what to eat. I know what to do. And I'm not going to pay to do it. I just need to be ready mentally. Until I came across Maggie. And basically I kind of ghosted her for like months and I watched her and I watched her team and I watched how close these women were. And I wasn't looking for really a community, or I just needed something. And she made it look very doable. And so basically I had to be ready mentally to do it. And all of you, even though this is super scary to be on this call, something inside you told you that you're going to be here tonight, and go for it. And that's amazing. So make a long story short, I did the 21-day fix all in. And with, 4-ish months, I lost 25 pounds, and I'm the happiest, healthiest, clearest mindset I could have ever dreamed of for myself. And it's all because I took a chance on a random person on Instagram. I started coaching, and it's been such a light and passion in my life I didn't know I needed. I wanted nothing to do with it. Maggie's like, reach out to some people, invite them. And I'm like, okay. So I texted some friends, and they wanted to do it. Some did, some didn't, and then they saw me change, and just not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. I was just happier and healthier, and they wanted in. And so coaching has brought me friends, and it's helped me not just physically, it's helped me so mentally and emotionally and financially, bringing in a side income. My husband and I love to travel. We love to eat sushi all the time. So, that helps with those things and saving for a family one day. And it's just been a blessing. And it's scary, so scary. And there have been days where I'm like, I don't think that this is for me. And I'm just so passionate about it. And it's just been, like I said, just such a light in my life. So I hope that you guys, hopefully find that. Maybe this call will help push it all for you. Thank you for listening.
Jackie.
Okay, hello. Can you guys hear me? I'm surrounded by all this boy noise. I try to tell them to be quiet. Oh my gosh. So, hi everybody. I'm Jackie Phillips. My story is so crazy to me. I started coaching just in January. I started with Maggie last July, so a summer ago, not this past, but the one before. And it was really, for me, was to release my depression weight. For years, I was a binge eater. I was a chronic searcher, I will call it. I went from doctor to therapist to this and that, always ignoring the fact that I had depression. And I was searching outside of myself. And I kind of was done. In the fall of 2018, I started to treat my depression. And then I woke up one day realizing I put on 70 pounds of depression weight. Honestly, in the midst of my depression, I had no idea. I was that far gone, couldn't get out of bed for weeks, months. I just was so out of it. And one day I realized it was my depression, and I started treating it. And in the summer, my husband and I always work out because I am a teacher. I have been teaching for 18 years. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. I teach high school business. I've been there longer than my students on this earth. So when we go back to school, we always stop working out. We would work out in the summer and then stop. And then one day I saw this bright little box, this cheery little lady on my Instagram feed. And I was like, oh, she has this really good ponytail clip that I just admire. And her energy and her passion. And it was like, I don't even know what I'm doing, but I'm just going to try it. So I was so nervous to tell my husband because I've probably tried 175 things and never kept them up. So for me, it was about I didn't believe I could show up for me. And then that all changed when I pressed play for a whole year for 5 times a week. That was my goal. And everybody's goal is different. And that is why this is so beautiful. It has changed my whole life. It has changed my whole family. It has made me a better wife, mom, teacher, friend, daughter, all of my roles that I said I didn't have time to do this stuff. It allowed me to be better because I started showing up for me, you guys. This is what I never knew I was missing. I did not ever want to coach. I think I was a challenger for 5 months, and I didn't post in the groups, and I wasn't around. And Maggie's like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, oh, I think I lost 45 pounds. And she was like, what? And so I shared that with her. And then I got brave. I was so scared to put my story on social media because I'm a teacher. And then I thought, wait a minute, my story is about a woman who needed herself. and her journey to self-love. And everybody, even high schoolers, need to see that. And so I just ripped it off like a Band-Aid one day, and that's when my journey leveled up. Like, I mean, I'm about the self-love. I'm not about pounds, but it's good to have like a science measure. I lost more weight, stayed more accountable, more on track when I started coaching than the first like 4 or 5 months. So altogether, I released that 70 pounds, and I'm on a mission to help other women to let go of food, because it is not about that. It is about how we feel about ourselves. And I never thought pressing play would do that. It showed me like, OMG, I am here for me. Some days I would just stand there, but hey, I still press play. And honestly, that's what it's about. This is not about shakes. This is not about workouts. Those are tools we use to be accountable and live a life of wellness. What it's about is changing lives just like it changed yours. So I am so excited to be here. Like, I live with all boys. My house smells like a locker room. It's out of control.
Oh,
And so I am so excited, and like, this was it. This is my passion meets purpose, and I had no idea. So welcome.
Love it. Love it. I'm like tearing up over here. All right, Lindsay, you're up, girlfriend.
Hello. Okay. So I'm going to really try to keep this to just my Beachbody story, because there's a lot, and I've been doing this. I honestly freaked out today. My anniversary of my first ever boot camp is coming up, and I was like, it's been two,
I was like, is
been
it
2
my
years. It's
stuff in
been
the dryer then?
what? Oh,
Okay.
I was like, is that me? There's nobody in my house, so it scared me for a second. I'm sorry. But okay, so my story, let's see. What did I give Maggie to put on my cool little slide here that she did? How cool is our coach? She did all this, by the way. So I am a boy mom. I have 2 boys, and my boys are kind of the reason why I started this whole Beachbody journey. I suffer from depression. I suffer from some mental illness, and I have a lot of chronic pain issues. And that can take a toll on you. And I, like Maggie, had suffered from postpartum depression with both of my children. And actually with my first son, it was so serious that I ended up in the hospital for 5 days. And I know what it's like to just feel hopeless. I know what it's like to feel like you have no purpose, and to feel desperate and scared because you're not really sure how you're going to provide for your family, and you can't really work outside of the home. And I have an extra layer to that because I have chronic pain. I literally cannot work outside the home. I'm not dependable. So I found Maggie online. It's a common factor here. And she was, we had some mutual friends, and she seemed friendly enough. So I was like, sure, accept. I like it. And I started following every single thing that she did. I started watching her stories, and I just really caught on to the fact that she was very open about how she had really suffered with anxiety, and self-care had helped her. Because when you're feeling depressed and all of that, the last thing you want to do is like work out and give up French fries. Like, get out of here, lady, So I really just started watching her. And I had heard about Beachbody before. I actually had tried it before, but I just like wasn't mentally ready. Kind of like Erin said, I had to be ready for it. And so long story short, we reach out back and forth. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, I know I need this. But like financially, we weren't really in a spot to do it. I did not want to tell my at the time husband that I was going to spend money on this. So I kind of just saved for a couple weeks and did it, because I knew I needed to do something to stop the spiral, because I could feel myself slipping back into depression. And I knew I needed to do something to take care of myself. I always wanted to be one of those girls with like a routine and like all, but that just wasn't, I was like, I would always tell myself I'm a hot mess. Like it was a joke. Like that's, now that I'm a mindset coach, like that's not funny. We don't call ourselves a hot mess, but I digress. Let's go back to my story with Beachbody, you guys. So I meet Maggie back and forth. She's inviting me. I literally ghost her so many times. And finally I'm like, okay, let's do this. So I'm in her challenge group and I flop. Like I suck so bad. But I'm watching everybody. And the only reason why I say that I sucked is because I would try. And like, if I messed up on day 4, I was all or nothing. And I was like, nope, I can't do this anymore. I'll start next month. So after a couple of months, I'm being honest, I caught on. And I finally completed my first 21-day fixed round. And that's when the light bulb moment happened. Because it wasn't about the physical transformation or anything. It was the confidence that I found from just completing something. I had never completed anything really. So it was just a confidence of completing something, but coaching was not on my radar. I, in fact, said no. I was no stranger to direct sales or working for myself or having my own business. And I was like, I'm not doing that right now. That's just not what I'm doing. I just wanted to take care of myself. So much so to where when I was sharing my results on social media, like everybody does, it's a normal thing. We all share our life on social media. People started asking me, you know what I did? I sent them to Maggie. I said, yeah, here's my coach's information. And I literally sent Maggie a message saying, hey, I have a whole bunch of people that are asking me about what to do. I'm going to send them to you. Oh my goodness, Lindsay. But that was just kind of eye-opening for me to be like, wait a second. I completely wrote this off because of what I thought that this business was. But if this really is people asking me about what I'm doing and just sharing about taking care of myself, maybe this really is my purpose. Maybe this is how I help women not suffer like I did. And I remember telling myself, if I can help just one person, this is worth it for me. So I'll take the risk. I'll do it, whatever. I'll post on social media. I'll do it. And that one person has not only turned into, I mean, my girl gang has I'm not going to cry on this call. Why are you crying, Lindsay? Oh my God. That one person has turned into so many. And my girls are now turning that into so many. I call my girls my wellness warriors because it's truly what I believe. I feel like I'm equipping warriors to go out there to spread my message, to let people know that like self-care really is how you take your power back. It's how you can, it's not how you cure depression or anything, but it gives you a fighting chance. And that is why I decided to be a coach after telling Maggie no to her face literally a whole bunch of times because I could not deny the fact that this changed my life. Oh, that's way over 5 minutes, but there you go.
Gosh, all right. The emotions are coming out, ladies, but I love it. I love it. Okay, Sam.
Hey, okay.
Hi.
Can everybody hear me? I'm like I always feel when I wear these, I have to like shout, but.
Good, you're good.
Hi, everyone. I feel like I've never left my spot today. Okay, so, my story, I'm Sam Semeka. I think I'm like one of Maggie's first coaches. I don't even know, am I?
Yeah.
I am a diamond coach, mom of 3. I like to travel. I like to think I'm a traveler, but I'm definitely the sports chauffeur. I think that's supposed to be travel sports chauffeur. Because that's what I'm always doing. I am a teacher, like Jackie, 18 years, and I am a DIYer in some of my spare time. I do enjoy that. Power tools are my thing. I just like it. But a little bit about me, I won't get too in depth, but I did start this journey, fitness journey after baby 3. And that picture with that belly is baby 3. And then the picture next to it is like a couple rounds afterwards. And similar to what some of the other ladies have said, I could never stick to anything. Maggie and I used to be gym buddies, and we were really good at being buddies and then not really good at like all the other things that go along with health and fitness. We did our workouts and we rewarded ourselves with pizza, the Subway, sandwiches on the way out, you name it. And probably like most of you, I have tried every like fad quick fix there is. Crazy cleanses, and when I say crazy, I mean really crazy. But I couldn't get into a routine, and I desperately wanted something. I was really jealous of all the women at the gym who seemed like they had it together. And now, like looking back, they probably didn't. They were just probably faking it like everybody else. And I started right after that third baby. I was just tell me what to do and I'm going to do it. I believed everything Maggie said. She didn't steer me wrong. But I saw things working for her, so I wanted to do it. And then shortly after that, she just said, do you want to coach? Would you want to coach? I was everybody's cheerleader. I did like supporting everybody. I felt fulfilled. I felt energized. I felt good by supporting people, and it felt good to have people support you. You know, like when you show up, when you actually show up and do the things, it feels good. So when she asked me, thanks, Julie, do you want to be a coach? And I was like, wait, a what? I'm like, what does it even mean? Like, I didn't know. Like, what is a coach? Who's a coach? And you think of the things like from like high school, like an actual, like a football coach or a track coach. And I'm just like, I don't know. But I thought about it. I said, is this going to help me stay consistent? Is it going to help keep me accountable? Because I knew that was the one thing that I didn't want to go away, was that accountability. And I said, okay, but you have to tell me what to do. Like, if you just tell me what to do, okay, I'm trusting you. And from there, it seriously was just so much fun. Like Erin said, she just said, make a post and then invite people. Okay, I will make a post and then I will invite people. And from there, it just kind of snowballed into, challenge groups in our own little community, our own team, my own team, and I have coaches that have their own teams. And here we are giving you guys a webinar on what this is all like. And I just think it's really great that you're here, especially during this, excuse my language, crazy ass season of just bonkers, okay? I just think it's really cool that you guys showed up. And it just is kind of, you have to just get more information because you don't know really what's out there. And we just got back from this awesome retreat. And it's the one thing that we all said was we didn't know what we needed. We didn't know what we were looking for. We thought we were trying to lose weight. We thought we were trying to get in shape. And then this like magical sorority, if you would say, of women just kind of happened. And if you're open-minded, I think that you will be pleasantly surprised. How'd I do? Under 5 minutes?
Yes. Gosh, I can like listen to you ladies all day long. All day long. Okay. Oh my God, that's like the best part. All right, but let's move on to, everybody has their own opinion about what we do or what network marketers do. And we're gonna go right to that and talk about these stupid myths. So, we all have our skepticism. So like, these are just some that each of us are going to talk about. So I don't have the money to become a coach. Is that Erin?
What's up? What?
Wait.
Me?
Or
No.
who was going to do I don't have the money?
Whose topic is money?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I think I was going to do that, but you told me slide 13. That's not 13.
Oh, I meant this one too.
Do it. I said I would do it in our
The teacher's in her. She's like, no, that is not.
13. I might have 13. No, okay, yeah, okay. So sorry. I'm like, is my mute not on? Like I'm by myself, like Lindsay, no one's in here. Okay, so oh yes, this is what I was supposed to talk about. Okay. I don't have money. That one, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't have money. Like I said in my little spiel, I went to school for this. I'm a PE and health teacher. I knew what to do and I knew how to do it, but I wasn't doing it. And money is not going to solve your problems. Shakes are not going to solve the problems, right? So I was like, I can't spend $160 on this. No, but I'm going to go to Target and spend $260 in like 2 minutes, right? No problem. Okay. And it's where, my husband said, and like Jackie said, she didn't want to tell her husband this, right? I remember having a pit in my stomach telling my husband that I was going to pay for something to help me. And it's all a mindset. What you are an investment. You are worth $160 to change your life. That's what some people pay at the gym. You're not only getting all the tools you could possibly need to change your life, you're opening a business for free with that. So sorry, I'm yelling. I'm so excited. You know, we are the most important thing, and no one knows. There's like this quote I love: no one knows what your soul and what you need but you. And this, I'm telling you, has changed my life. I am the most frugal person I know. I don't like to spend money. I just don't. I'm a sale. I'm a bargain shopper. And this, I'm like, that's
Erin, I'm Indian. I beat you on that one, all right? I'm as frugal as they come.
I don't like to spend money. I like to save my money. And this was, you know, I remember telling my husband, you know, we're a team. Like we talk about those things. I wasn't just going to be like, I'm not telling you I'm doing this. And I was just like, listen, I think I'm going to do this. And he said, babe, I'll never forget it. You do what you need to do, but money is not going to fix what you want, right? Not fix, but money is not going to do it. It's your mindset. We have money when we want to have money, and we don't when we don't. You know what I mean? I have money when I'm going to Target. Hell yeah, I do. I have all the money I need when I'm going to Target and there's no sales, of course. I just I can't stress enough how much I felt that way as well. I until all of a sudden I had it, because I was ready to change my habits, and I was ready to be a part of a community and have that accountability. You know, you were all ready to do that. So when someone asks or says, I don't have money, that's fine. They're just not ready here. And you need to respect that. And they'll be ready one day, and they will know where to find you.
Love it. Wow. Thank you for that. And pretty much cleared up that one. That was awesome. Thank you, Erin. Okay, I am not fit enough to be a coach.
Me, when I started this, you guys, I was like 235 pounds. And being a fitness and wellness coach, are you crazy? Like, hell no. I was embarrassed. I lived in shame. I thought there's no way. Like Erin said, I was even embarrassed to commit to doing Beachbody. I didn't feel like I was worthy of the title Beachbody until my child, who is 9, said, maybe it's just about taking the body you have to the beach. And that is ingrained in my brain, because he is freaking right. It is about self-love. It is about stepping into your power for you. And like Erin did say, when you want something bad enough, you do it. Pressing play allows you to start to trust yourself. When you build this relationship with yourself, you guys, and you share your journey. When I shared my journey, my inbox was full of people thanking me, using my voice when they couldn't. They were afraid to just kind of rip off the Band-Aid. And you know what? That inspired me to keep inspiring them. And slowly but surely, but kind of fast, I guess, I didn't even realize that the fitness came when I didn't expect it. I started this for me, and I will continue to do this to change women's lives, because like Lindsay said, I didn't even realize like there was this power that needed to be unleashed. But OMG, is like, girls really do run the world. And I have never had like this girl gang. And it's not about being fit enough. It's about being true to yourself. And that's scary. And so with coaching, it allows you to step into your power and let go of your fears about not being good enough or fit enough. Because it's just that mindset that Erin said. It's like, fit, what is fit? Who can define that? Like, mentally fit is just as important as physically fit. And when you are mentally ready and you're mentally fit, the physical stuff just comes, and people need your story. So 235 pounds, people needed to know that they can pull themselves out of that, because I never thought I could until I did, you know? And so that's really, I'm not fit enough to be a coach, or I'm not ready to be a coach, or I haven't seen any results. But have you? The results are just not on the scale, you guys. The results are in your heart, in your mind, in your life. And it will transform you inside out if you let it.
Wow.
That's my speech.
Oh my gosh, that was awesome. Thank you, Jackie. Okay, Linz, you're up, right? You're not a salesperson. You wouldn't be good with sales. Am I right?
Yes, 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 yes. This is me. Okay. Let's talk what it makes everybody uncomfortable, right? And that's money. That's sales. And I love to talk about this shit. Ooh, I said a bad word on the team call. Sorry. I love to talk about this stuff. I'm a business coach outside of this, and I absolutely love it. And I think this is the biggest, I'm yelling. I am loud right now. I'm excited. I think this is the biggest thing that holds people back from doing this or anything with direct sales, network marketing, right? They don't want to be salesy. And I hate that word salesy. Like, that's not a thing. Like, you sell, like, anyways, you guys, let's really talk about what selling is, right? Because first of all, sales is something you can learn. Let's put that out there first and foremost. You not thinking that you're good at sales, that's fine. We can teach you. It's totally okay. But selling is serving. You guys, selling is serving. And a lot of times when you think selling, you are relating it to a negative experience. You've been maybe bombarded. You've gotten a message you didn't like. There was a car salesman, whatever it is. A lot of times when you think sales, for whatever reason, our brain goes to like a negative experience, but it doesn't have to be that way. And you are always being sold to. Like, we are constantly being sold to. You just might not realize it. And also, don't judge yourself for wanting money. That's just like rule 101 in business. Do not judge yourself for wanting money. That's how you pay for things. It's how you have freedom. It's how you buy food. Don't judge yourself for wanting money. Okay, that's a normal thing. But let's talk about this. Okay, so selling is to give in exchange for money. Serving is to assist or improve a situation. I think I do both. I think that I help people improve their situation, and they give me money in exchange for that, and I'm totally okay with that. So you are already selling, you guys. What if I told you that every single day you're selling? Every single day you are selling. When you're recommending a product that you like, when you are convincing your husband to go to a restaurant that you secretly want and you're like making him go that other way, when you really like a movie and you post about it online. Don't even get me started on Target and Starbucks, because if y'all got paid for how many times you mention that, you'd be rich. But you don't feel some type of way when you post about Target or Starbucks. Why? I'll wait. You don't feel some type of way when you do that. Why? Why do we do that? This is a mindset issue. That's a topic for another time. It's fine. But selling is not always an exchange of money, you guys. A lot of you are really good at sales. I bet you. A lot of you are probably really good at convincing to get what you want without even realizing it. And selling is not always an exchange of money, you guys. With this business, let's not complicate this. I'm assuming if you're on this call that you are considering taking care of yourself, and you know the importance of self-care. You don't have to be a big gym buff or anything like that, but let's not complicate what this business is. You are compensated to show people how these products and how this program and how this community changes your life. Period. That's it. That's it. And when we overcomplicate this, or when we like make it a lot scarier than this, you are not a salesy, spammy weirdo. And if you are doing things that make you feel that way, then that's your problem. But really what this is you really dedicating to taking care of yourself, sharing it online, and being brave enough to offer this to somebody, you guys. If this is something that sticks in my brain all the time, and this is something that I teach my girls. If you had the cure for, now I realize this is very dramatic, but hear me out. If you had the cure for cancer, how would you be talking about it? You'd be screaming it from the rooftops. You'd be telling everybody that you know. And every single girl on here that shared her story has a purpose for doing this, needs people to know that this exists. So for us, yeah, I'm selling things, but really, it is selfish of me to not share this. People need to know that this is there. So if you have done this, whether you're a challenger in this group and you are on this call because you're considering coaching, whether you're considering being a challenger and you want to maybe just start the business at the same time, you guys, this is really what this is. So if sales or being weird or not knowing how to sell things is holding you back, think about it a different way. Think about it as you just sharing with the world how self-care and community can change your life. That's really it. And quit making it weird that you want money. You need to buy things. It's okay to be rich, okay? That's fine. Okay, I'm done. You can mute me now because I'll talk forever.
That was quote of the night. It's okay to be rich. I love that. And you know what? I didn't realize it when in the beginning I said, I got my cherry bubbly. Like that's me. I was selling bubbly. So awesome, Liz. That was a mic drop moment. Thank you. Okay, Sam, I know for a fact that you don't have time at all.
I don't.
Ever.
Oh, it's okay though. I'm getting my groove back here. Okay, so I hear this a lot, and actually all of the coaches on this call hear this a lot. I don't have time. And it really starts with, I don't have time to work out. And you might have said that. You might have said that to me. I don't have time to work out. I don't have time to do this. And we believe that. We believe it's one of those myths and lies that we tell to ourselves. But what starts happening when you decide to make a commitment? Like Erin said, when she decided to make a commitment to her health, she wanted to be healthy. She then started finding time. She started finding that she had the money. So when something is important and you are ready to make a commitment, you miraculously find time. You prioritize. So you might wake up a little bit earlier. Maybe you don't watch that one episode of Real Housewives. Something like that. It starts very small baby steps. And it starts with small little increments of time. And what starts happening when you really decide that this is something you want to do, you evaluate your schedule, you evaluate your day, you start to prioritize. And when Maggie says, you know, Sam, you're busy, it's true. I am nonstop from the moment I wake up until late at night. And like, for example, today's call, I had been home for 10 minutes. And this is important to me, so I know I'm going to carve out that time. When we're teaching like in a real school, like not at our house, and we're in our classrooms, you find these little, you hear some people say cracks of time or chunks of time. And sometimes that time is different depending on the day, but you find little bits of time where you can make something work. Maybe I like to listen to my PD in the shower. Sometimes I like to listen to it in the car. I can respond to messages during my lunchtime. You know, maybe I only want 5 or 10 minutes. And at first, I'm not gonna lie, it seemed really like stressful for me because it was hard for time, for me, I struggle with time management. And I started learning that because I enjoy what I do, because I enjoy everything that we do, it was easy for me to start making small little changes. I started doing things at hockey practice. I started doing things at soccer practice. I would when I could drop the kids off and not have to sit there at practice, I would go to the closest McDonald's with free Wi-Fi. And I would take out my notebook. And I was learning that I was enjoying the quiet time because it was just me. And the only thing I could do was focus on my coaching. And little things like that kind of like open up my eyes to, you know what, if something's important, if I really want it, I will find the time. Now there are some days where we all know that we need 87 hours to get things done. And it's not possible. But that's why we have a team. That's why we have our team to lean on. Like today, I lean on some of my team members because you know what? I just needed it. And that's okay. There's going to be another day where they can lean on me. But if you are somebody that's telling yourself that you don't have time either to get healthy, or you don't have time to add something else to your plate, or I already work a job, or, I've got all the kids. I promise you, if something is important, you will find some time. And you don't need a lot of time. You really don't need a lot of time. You just need some time. And that's it.
That's true. You're right. And we all have the same 24 hours in a day.
Mhm.
Like you said, it's what is important to you is how you make it work. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about the elephant in the room. Is this a pyramid scheme? Okay. So when I first joined Beachbody, I didn't even know like what a pyramid scheme was. Like I just thought, hey, I can make some money and make a business and maybe like go to Target or buy an outfit and not have to feel guilty about it. Maybe get my products paid for. So this is kind of like a little graphic here to kind of explain the difference between the Beachbody structure and like a corporate structure. So obviously the left side is Beachbody, and as you can see, there's a creation of a team there. And then the other side is, corporate, like corporate America. And there is a business owner, the CEO, and then their associates. So like, for example, an office manager is typically never going to make more than the VP or the president. So there is a hierarchy in that traditional like business model. Unless you go back to school, you work crazy hours, you'll never ever going to have the income that will have no ceiling. And you're going to be pretty much stagnant unless you do go back to school or seek, more education. And you could work hard over time, but you're just always going to have that salary cap. Like, okay, so for example, when I was a teacher, I would be the one staying up late. I would be going in early. I would be creating these awesome, like elaborate lesson plans. But the teacher next door to me, she was seasoned. She was ready to retire. She made like maybe triple what I was making. And she was just making copies, at the, I'm going to mute somebody, hold on. At the copy machine. But the difference is because if I didn't have that passion for my students in teaching, I probably would have lived in the bitter barn. But if you look at like the Beachbody model, you have the income opportunity. There is no ceiling. If you work hard, you will earn the money. And that won't typically happen in a traditional business model unless you go back to school. So here's the person at the top making $100,000 per year. And these are just arbitrary numbers. So just stick with me here. The person at the bottom making $1 million is basically the people at the top will always make more. And that's not how the binary Beachbody system works. The person on the bottom can outwork the one at the top any day. For example, I surpassed my former mentor's rank and salary, and she signed up 5 years before me and was way above me in the organization. So it all depends on your work ethic. So therefore, I have built a business that has strength within my efforts, our team's efforts. And the person at the top is how they are graphically placed in a binary system that is Beachbody. So it doesn't mean that they're one that's making the most money. And that's why I love this business model. I love coaching because your income is always going to grow. Okay, Erin.
Slide 13, that's me.
Yes, that's you.
Ready to go. Okay. And I studied this page before, but here we go. Okay. So, Maggie is, this, you don't do anything alone. And she's not just saying that. Like, it's so crazy. I'm a jokester, right? So I called her 10 minutes before this call and I said, hi, I can't do tonight. I'm sorry. And she said, okay. And I'm like, no, that's no fun. Like she literally was just like, okay. And I'm like, oh, she's just, you know, amazing. Like anyone would help anyone on this team. You know, if I was like, Sam, Lynn, someone take slide 13, please. They'd be like, we got you, you know? And I'm truly not just saying that. You know, we work so hard together. I'm a teacher, just like, you know, a bunch of women on this team where, you know, we vibe together and we work together. So as a teacher, I'm like, I work full time and I don't have time to run my own group. I found time to run my own group when I became very passionate about this and I was ready to go. So Mag was comfortable with me the whole time. She said, when you're ready to go, you'll go. Just like anything. Even when we say, you know, when you're ready to join our challenge group, you'll know and I'll be here. When you're ready to start coaching, you'll know and I'll be here. When you're ready to start your own group and do all the things on your own, I'll be here. But until then, let's work together. So you don't have to, like, when you start coaching, like I get a lot of new coaches say, well, I don't know how to run a whole challenge group together. Girl, you do not have to do that. Like I had a mini call right before this call with some of not even my coaches' coaches. They're my grandbabies. And I said, girl, be easy on yourself. You did not go to school to be a business coach. They didn't. Maybe some of you guys did, but we didn't go to school to run a business, right? And that's what we're doing. You don't do any of this alone. And my team motto is you grow through what you go through. And if you're not stepping outside your comfort zone, you know, you won't learn those things. And I'm kind of getting off track here, but you have to step out of your comfort zone just with coaching, just like you did joining the challenge group, joining this call and all the things. So we run monthly accountability groups together. Most of you are part of that group already. And like I said, once you're ready to leave the nest is when you do your own. Maggie, I can hear myself. Maggie guides you with everything. And you can run with this business. You can run with it, you can jog with it, and you can walk with it. And I always tell my coaches, you don't have to be 100% in or 100% out with this business. There's a very happy medium that a lot of us do. And we work together. And that's honestly probably what's got the only reason I'm still here is because we work so closely together. Your energies are contagious. Maggie has she was born to do this. Like if it weren't for her energy and getting these calls together, the flame fades, you know? So when your vibe attracts your tribe, just like this group, right? We all kind of have something in common because we've attracted each other to all come together. But teamwork truly makes the dream work. And my team is actually called Dream Team because we come together and I could not do what I do without my team. This is not a one-man show. You have to work together as a team. It's like a sports team, really. Like if it weren't for the women and the accountability in the community and working together and sharing ideas, we all bring something different to the table. We're all quirky and weird in our own ways. And, you know, I mean, I can go on and on about the women hosting this call and how amazing you guys are and how we all bring something different. We all help each other, like this call, for example. We all have different coaches on this call because we've come together. You won't do anything alone, nothing alone. And that's, you know, one of people's biggest objections when they start coaching is, I don't want to do that. Like baby steps, you'll know when you're ready. Events, this is an event, right? You have stepped outside your comfort zone and you've come to this call. And even I was nervous for this call. Like, it's exciting and it's stepping out of your comfort zone. And this is life. Like you are living. Like type in the chat right now, like if you can admit that you were kind of nervous or like unsure of not coming to, like put me in the chat if you were like not sure of coming on this call. Because I know I talked to a handful of you and you were like, I don't know, but you're here. That's amazing. So this is like an event. This is an event that you stepped out of your comfort zone and you did. So there are so many events. and they were all canceled this year, of course, but we Beachbody, and they still made it happen to make us feel like we were a part of something. So there's super weekends, and this is the coolest thing, and it's actually when I met Maggie and all the women on Team Self-Made, and I'll never forget when I met you all, and I thought you were the coolest group of chicks ever. Like, you guys just were like close, and I was like, what am I doing here? So I went alone. This super weekend, it's a one-day event. It's a bunch of Beachbody coaches. There's samples, all the samples you could dream of. I'm like taking shots of Energize. I'm going back for all the beach bars. You learn, you grow. It's mindset work. It is amazing. And Maggie invited me because that's what she does. And she invited me, and I was like, okay, you know what? Oh my God, I'm going to do it. I remember what I was wearing. I remember how I felt. I wanted to throw up. I was sweating bullets in my car, and I didn't know what the heck I was doing, but I went, and I met all the women and amazing coaches on this call, Team Self-Made, and it changed my life. It changed my life. And all because I stepped out of my comfort zone. And that's something I don't like to do. I like my bubble. But anyway, going to these events next time when we get to go to Super Weekend, and it's in Roselle. So if you're local, and even if you're not local, you can go to one that is near your home, and hook up with other coaches around you. And that's the other thing about this business. Tomorrow on my team call, I'm having another woman from another team host it and talk and train my team, but she's not our team. But this whole network works together. It's not just who you're with. But anyway, getting off topic, the events truly bring us all together even more so than this. But what I want to say is that for those of you that came on this that were unsure, still unsure, or this is like the strangest thing you've ever done, I applaud you because it's scary, but you have stepped out of your comfort zone. You should be very, very proud of yourself. Slide 13 is done.
Awesome. You rocked it like always. Jackie.
Hey, make it work for you. The whole thing they're saying is that we have these limiting beliefs that we can't fit it into our lives. And that's just what they are, limiting beliefs. Or we feel like people will not connect to us, and we're scared and holding ourselves back to say, like, this is my workout, this is my shake. Well, that's because we shouldn't be doing that. We should make it fit into our life and share the things we love about our life. And other people will connect to that, and you will create your own network that makes you even stronger. No matter what your roles are, we are not defined by our roles. We are defined by who we are inside. And doing this coaching thing has made me better at all of my things on here. And as Erin was saying, I am a business teacher. I'm a freaking social media teacher. I teach business plans. I coach mindset. And I am freaking scared when it comes to doing my own business. So it's not even about like your background. It's about showing up for you and just making connections and changing that one life by pretending that, yes, we should use social media because it's the easiest way to communicate. Let's be serious, okay? So, but there's one person on the other side of this, okay? You are talking to one soul that needs your story. And it has evolved in something so beautiful for me that I can't even explain it, you guys. My first 2 weeks of high school, not my high school, but my high school teaching this year, I always say, like, I'm in school and they're my kids. So if you're confused and not a teacher, I spent all this time working on this strengths workbook that I use with my challengers, because I really believe that when you're in the right mindset and you feel positive about yourself, even through this crazy time, that your life is going to be so much better. So what I do in my challenge groups, I bring it into here. And each one of us has our strengths and we share those with each other. I never knew I needed this community of women, but we all say that. Like, when you ask other women what they want, they say friends and people not to judge them. But all other women do is judge. We do not judge. We are so different. And as you can see from the slide, this is just a few things, There's a million other things that we could be, but those are our roles. And what we share is this message of empowerment through our roles. So like Lindsay said before, you're not selling a thing, you're changing a life. And it's changing your life in the process. It allows you to show up more and more for you. And this makes you comfortable because you can talk about this. And you could say how, you know, I'm a dog mom and all this working out has made me be able to take my dog on more walks. And then you just connect through the post. You say, oh my gosh, that was so great. You know, somebody likes it. Thank you for liking my post. Do you have a dog? It's a conversation as if we were in the park, the dog park, okay? It's about just getting over yourself, really. So you make it fit into your life and you tell your story through your life and it changes your life. And without coaching, I would have pressed pause a long time ago, like I did all the million other times. Sam, I'm with you. I've done it all, and I have yo-yoed hundreds of pounds. And this has been the longest time I have kept it off and kept going. And I believe it's because of these women and because of coaching. So you can do it.
So true. And you guys, we're kind of running out of time, which I knew this was going to happen, but we all really kind of touched on social media and how you need to be yourself, share your journey, because people relate to vulnerability and real life is where it's at. And here are some just examples of us sharing our lives, and people will relate to you when they know you, they love you, they trust you. And as you can see here, we are sharing our everyday lives on social media. We also share our nutrition, our food, what we're eating, our meals, and how we are staying on track and helping out because that is part of our job. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. Also our workouts, and we dance and we have fun and we show others that they can do this too, because seeing Jackie dance right now is it's very inspiring, you guys. And I love when she does the transformation ones where when you first started dancing and then you do your dancing now, it's like mind blowing how much you have changed, Jackie. So this is just an example of how we share our workouts, how we share the products. We do not flash it in people's faces. We brand it to our own life. Like Mom Crack is what I call the Energize, because literally it's true. So, and we also talk about coaching and how it's helped us, because people want to know, like, they want to know. I mean, they may think that if you don't talk about the business side of things, they may think that you're doing this for free, or you may do this because you love it. It's a hobby. No, this is a business. You need to share that side of that too. So, all right, let's talk about the perks. Let's talk about money, because dollar bills. Let's go there, right? All right, how can you earn income, what it costs to be a coach, and all the details about the rewards and the recognition. So I always say it doesn't take money to make money. It takes courage. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in the company, and you have to believe in what this represents. You will only get out of this what you really put in. So if you work hard and you learn and you grow, then you're going to have success. It is entirely up to you. So this is when, it's funny because this is when most women would stop and leave the webinar and say, I'm out. I don't want to do this, which is great, because you know what? That's not the people that we want to work with. That's the people that we don't want on this team. We want the women who see the vision, relate to us, and say, heck yes, I'm up for the challenge and I know I can do this. And you're willing to go above and beyond, and because of that, you will blow your income out of the water. So when you first sign up as a coach, you get a 25% discount. I know for me, like, I love a good deal. I love everything that Beachbody puts out, all their products. You get 25% off right off the bat. You also earn commission, 25% to 40% off. So when you share your workouts, you share the products, you're not selling them, they're gonna buy from you and you earn commission. Anything they buy from you, you earn it. And it's continued each month they buy, and it will compound over time the more you work it. There is a subscription commission. Those are for people that have Beachbody On Demand, whether they have quarterly memberships, 6-month memberships, or annual memberships. They renew, you get commission. There's also team cycle bonuses. So when you help 2 or more coaches and you're mentoring them, or I'm mentoring them, because that's what we do as a team, you start to grow a team and you start to earn bonuses. That's when Beachbody's like, wow, you're doing this thing, and guess what? We're going to reward you, and you get cycle bonuses. So basically you get money by helping them do what you are doing to grow your business. And this is how we develop residual income. We also have incentive trips. If you help 3 to 5 people with a challenge pack, which we're going to talk about next, for a year, you will earn a trip. That's it. The only thing you cover is your airfare. You earn this trip. I've gone pretty much, I've earned 9 trips throughout this business. You also get a lot of gifts and rewards. Beachbody is going to reward you for your efforts and your hard work. I'm literally surrounded by like rewards that Beachbody had. Like my whole office is like right now, like I don't know if you guys can see this, but I have this trophy here that I earned for, you know, our team hitting elite. This Tiffany necklace we give out, you know, from my coach, like we get rewards from our teams. I have this necklace that has my name on it. It has my team name on it that Beachbody gave to me for hitting elite, our team hitting elite. We get free swag. We get live workouts with trainers, jackets, bags, books. I don't know about you, but when I was working as a teacher, the only reward I got were the rewards from my students. And actually that was very heartwarming, but I never really got any like thank yous from the district or from my principal. So that is what I love about this freaking company. So as you can see, we talk about the fun. I mean, this is the best part. I don't know where this picture went, but we have these fun retreats. We just got back from one, and the 10 women that earned this trip, they earned their spot on this retreat. We were supposed to go to Destin, Florida, but COVID happened. I think you know the answer to that, so we kept it local. We went to Galena. And when Erin called me today, she's like, oh my God, I'm dragging my ass still. I'm still like feeling hungover. And it's true. Like it's taking me a lot of time to recover from this trip because that is how much fun we have. It says that we have fun in person, but we also have fun when we're not in person, like right now, like on these calls. Like we have a blast together. Okay, so let's talk about income progression. Why is that picture not working? That's the best one. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, well, I don't know, and I'm not going to mess with it right now. All right, so you guys know this business opportunity can help you earn an income by getting in shape, inspiring others through your journey, and helping them change their lives too. Erin, Jackie, Lindsay, Sam, we can't guarantee you any level of success or income because that is entirely up to you. As you can see the income disclaimer right there. I don't want to show you what is possible, but you have to believe in the hustle. So after starting my journey, I was able to continue to stay at home with my kids. I didn't have to go back to the classroom. I was able to pay off my husband's car, his student loan, take my family on many vacations. I've exceeded my 10-year teaching income. That was last year, and then this year it's projected to double. But most come into this thinking, yes, I'm gonna get rich, an overnight success, and this is not what this is. Okay, and if that's what you're looking for, then this isn't for you. It took me a few years to replace my teaching salary, a few years of hustle that's given me my family freedom of time and financial freedom. My husband was laid off from February until about a month ago, and I was able to keep my family financially secure during that time when he was laid off. So I encourage you to look at the big picture and ask yourself what you're willing to do for the next year, 3 years, 5 years. Where do you see yourself? And it is possible. I remember talking to my mentor and she said, what do you want to do with this? And I said, you know, I want to do what you're doing. I want to be as successful as you are. And I obviously have succeeded her. So if you have this opportunity for income growth in a current position, like I never did with teaching, and I already told you guys that, if you have the desire to change your life and finances while helping others people change theirs, and this is really the business for you. You have literally nothing to lose except weight, doubt, fear, limiting beliefs. Those are the lies that you've been telling yourself, and the chains that are holding you in the spot that you're in now. So why not go for it and create your own success, because no one else is going to create it for you. So why do we think why do we think you can do this? Because first of all, you are here on this call. You're here, and you know what? You are still on the call. You made that first step. So if we can do it, you can too. And if for one moment, and I want you to think to yourself, for one moment, if you said, there's no way I can do what they do, that is just that lie, that voice that you have been telling yourself for many, many years, maybe since you were little. And our minds, it's interesting, are programmed to protect us. And if we've been telling ourselves that over and over again, we believe it. We believe that lie. This business and this team will teach you how to break through those voices and rise above any obstacles and live that life that you deserve. So, all right, let's first of all get this out of the way. What does it cost to get started? Well, you have to enroll with the challenge pack, okay? What do you get with the challenge pack? You get, first of all, the startup fee, $40 is waived. And it's, some of you already have already signed up. Some of you may already be discount coaches, so you're fine. Zero cost if you've already purchased a challenge pack. So you're going to receive, with the challenge pack, a year of bod, a month supply of Shakeology, our team training, access to our private Facebook groups or bod apps, all the marketing material that's in everywhere. Like, there's so much to share, and our ongoing support and training. What does it cost to run a business, your Beachbody business? Well, there's a monthly business fee of $15.95. So you also want to stay active with your product. So for example, Shakeology is $97.95. So that adds up to be $116 a month with tax. That's like my state tax. So obviously taxes vary from state to state. What this covers, your online office that Beachbody gives you, all the marketing materials, the shipping, the billing, the processing, the customer coach support, the tech support that the corporate does for you. You also get your 30 days of meals with your vitamins and probiotics. And if you are in the U.S. military, or you're a veteran, or you're married to one, that monthly business fee is waived. So, ladies, to sum it up, and thank you for your patience. How are we doing on time? Oh my God. Okay. So we would like to close this call, and I'm going to stop my share here. Okay. Yay, now I get to see your faces. Okay. So we would like to close this call and hope that you join us, because we have a spot open for the girl who has tried over and over again to transform mentally and emotionally, but has not been able to accomplish her goals alone. We're looking for the girl who is embarrassed about what her friends and family think because she feels inadequate. The girl who's scared AF to invest in her own transformation. The girl who has made excuses about her circumstances and is wondering if she'll ever be good enough or worth it. The girl who says, I won't be successful at this. The girl who wants her transformation first, then to pay it forward to help others later. Put all the lies aside, because we believe in you, and we're going to help you believe in you too. So if you are that girl, we would like to offer you a spot on our team and become on Team Self-Made. Yay! But I will say, you guys, that fear kills more dreams than failure ever will. And I learned that from firsthand. If I were not doing this business, I'd be sitting on my couch right now, drinking wine, scrolling social media, and rolling my eyes at all of you doing this business. Pathetic. I know. We miss 100% of the shots that we don't take. And instead of what if we don't, change that lie and say, what if I do? What if you get into the best shape of your life? What if you take your dream vacation? I took my kids on a Disney cruise. I paid for that. Go part-time with your job. Leave your career to stay at home with your kids. Or what if you actually quit your full-time job, like many of the coaches on this team, or build this business from home? What if you soar? Replace that. And if you're ready to hustle with heart, I want you to comment in the chat box right now with I'm in right now. Just do it. We did it, girls! We did it! I'm so proud of us! Yay! Ooh, we got an I'm in from Erin. Yay! Oh my gosh! I am so proud of this team right now, and I feel completely honored to be building this alongside you. When I say building this, I mean a life. This beautiful life that I didn't think that I could ever have. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, you ladies. And I hope that those of you who are on this call as guests, I hope to see that you are on our next call, and on our next call, and on our next call, forever. And I want to thank you so much for joining us and taking an hour and what is that, 28, I can't do math. Maybe that's why I don't teach anymore. I don't know, I'm too tired. Thank you for your time. I did record this, so if you want to rewatch it, you know, talk to your coach, talk to me, I will send you the link. I love you all so much, and thank you. Oh, never mind. I was in Do Boomerang, but you know what? It's okay. All right, ladies, love you. Bye.